Hey everybody, Jordan from Back Society here. Do me a favor and click that subscribe button below and hit the bell icon so you don't miss a single episode. Now, back to grinding. All right, welcome back to Back Society. I'm your co-host here with my other co-hosts.
Hey.
And of course, you know the other one.
And C Money, baby.
C Money, baby.
C Money, baby.
All right, guys, what's going on in the world today?
Tariff.
Bro, what's not going on in the world today?
Everything is going on in the world.
Tariffs. Instead of thinking about the tariffs and how you're losing money, how Chris is pretty much bankrupted in the stock market, we need to figure out how to capitalize on this stuff. Dude, capitalize.
You know, I've been thinking about that a lot.
I have been too.
I've been thinking about it a lot. Like, how do I capitalize on this market? And it was one of the it's so volatile. I don't know if you can actually capitalize short term, right? Because, like, you know, COVID is a great example. The dip was obvious.
Yeah.
It was obvious.
Yeah, it was.
Right? And it was consistent. Here, it's like down 10%, up 5%, down 2%,
Whatever,
up 3%.
Whatever the president
Because
tweets.
What? Yeah, because whatever the president says.
But you don't know. You don't know what he's going to say. There's no consistency, right?
Yeah.
Like one day the tariffs are real. The next day, well, we're going to pause them. The next day, like, we're going to make an exception. Next day, it's like, well, the exception's not real. And it's like, one, if I was running a business, how the fuck do you run a business when the president's one word he says can alter the markets? Because here's the thing people don't think about. When the stock market goes down, these companies literally lose capital to reinvest. How is a car manufacturer supposed to build a plant in America?
I know.
One, they don't know if tariffs are real. And two, they're losing the value of their stock is plummeting. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
That's true, because they could start
What's
building.
the long game?
They could bring back the jobs to America and start making manufacturing plants. But one tweet can make it like not viable anymore the next day.
I would like to say
Crazy,
this.
dude. Crazy.
I would like to say nobody knows. You know, nobody knows. Even Trump doesn't even know what the next day brings.
That's the
know what I
problem.
mean?
That's the problem.
But I mean, like, who?
Because
Nobody
no.
knows. There's nobody. Like you
But
said,
they
this,
should know. They should know.
Does he really look like a
We're all
man
in it
with a
together,
plan?
man.
They're running.
We're all
Dude,
lost
it's like
together.
Joker is president right now.
Bro, they're running the fucking show. They're running the government, the United States government, and they don't know. They're like, you know what? I mean, literally for 2 weeks, the Treasury Secretary, the Commerce Secretary, all his aides were like, there will be no exception. This is a long-term policy. And all of a sudden, Trump's like, you know, it's the market, the bond market, instinct, pause it. Right? It's just like nobody knows. And then they're like, no exceptions. There will be no exceptions. He's like,
Except for this one exception.
Except for these exceptions for like the auto policy. You know,
I just love how, like, when we were debating the candidates before like November, people were, even Scott were saying, like, I don't know what Kamala stands for. What is the plan? And now we're dealing with a no planned America right now.
Hold on, though. Would you rather have Kamala? I mean,
at this point, yeah, kind of.
all I'm saying is, nobody.
Kamala didn't cost me money.
Listen, to go somewhere you never been, you got to do stuff you ain't never done before. And Chris said this before.
He keeps backtracking every day.
Chris said this before.
He doesn't even know.
How many people? The U.S. government is the largest corporation, the largest company ever made. One of them. Who is certified to lead 4 million people? Who is that?
A guy with 6 bankruptcies, apparently.
Maybe we should tell him we can't do another bankruptcy.
I just think that my big problem was, you know, so here's the thing. People are like, hey, Trump doesn't mean what he says. He's hyperbolic. The guardrails will hold. He'll have people that bring him in line and blah, blah, blah. And he's surrounding himself with sycophants, and he owns, and Congress and the Senate are run by the Republicans. SCOTUS is also, you know, lean conservative. And it's like, where are the guardrails? Right? You got him deporting people to another country to a prison system, and then he said,
Well, we knew that was gonna happen.
But no.
You did.
Then he said, I want to deport Americans
Yeah,
to El Salvador.
we knew that was gonna happen.
I mean, in the
That's
Steel chat, like a few
that's
months
ridiculous.
ago, Scott and I both agreed that it's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
It's wild, bro. It's wild. And like it gets to the point where like you almost gotta believe what he says.
Yeah. And like
Just like on the face of it. There's no more Trump's just hyperbolic. There's no more of that. It's like, dude, the dude is just implementing because he's got the people around him who are willing to just say, fuck it, let's do it.
My thing is like, how did we let this happen that we should just not trust, that we should be okay with having a leader that we can't
because
really take
it was
too seriously?
so bad before. It was so bad. Joe Biden was so bad.
But at least we could take him. Like, at least we didn't have to like. At least we didn't have. At least it wasn't hyper normalized that he could be just joking.
No, the problem was with Joe Biden is that it was normalized and slowly normalized by the media with whatever he did was just the right move when it was not the right move. It was a slow burn. This is a holy shit. I'm lighting a match and watching that bitch burn. I literally just watched The Dark Knight, and he's like, I'm burning my half of the money. I don't give a fuck about money. And it's like, that's what it is, right?
I just watched Batman too. It's just funny you say that.
Dude, I've been watching them.
I've been playing the Arkham games too, dude. I've like been in the biggest Batman mood lately.
Batman's the fucking best, dude. I don't care what anybody says.
Man,
I love. But anyways,
have you guys been going to those China wholesale things?
No,
like buy Louis Vuitton bags, $10.
No, I've never been a name brand person. So
that's not real. That's not real Louis Vuitton.
It's not. Yeah.
It's all the same.
It's made from the same materials, but they're not really making them. You know, they have like some of the same materials, but they're not really making Louis Vuitton.
So if you have a factory making Louis Vuitton, right, and then Louis Vuitton comes over and buys it from that factory, and then the people in that factory in China are also selling it. I mean, it's the cereal concept. When you have the same cereal going in a bag and then a name brand box.
But
it's the same concept.
It is. No, but here's my problem with it is China has a major manufacturing base where they can manufacture anything. There are certain products that are made like Louis Vuitton. I believe a lot of Louis Vuitton is made in Italy. Right?
Yeah.
So just because they can manufacture it in China doesn't mean it's the same thing. Now, they might be sourcing their products from the same place, but it's not the same like handmade whatever, right? There's some niche things where there are knockoffs. Knockoffs are a real thing.
But come on now. Come on. If everything is made in China.
That's not true.
Most things are made in China.
Let me tell you what. The Italians are very proud in the stuff they made. Italian leather is a real thing.
No, you're right.
I think that's a bad example. Nike is a better example.
You're right. You're right. Because I do know Kanye West. He made a big deal. He even wrote a song about it.
I think it's time for us to move on from Kanye West in this society. I saw his new album cover, dude. Like, it was kind of painful.
You seen that joke? You seen that joke about Kanye West where that dude's like, he's like, I'm Jewish. Kanye West is selling a shirt for $20 with a swastika on it. He's like, and as a Jew, I'm offended. But also as a Jew, I'm like, that's a good deal. That's not a bad price. It was a pretty funny joke. I was like, that's funny. I can't remember who did it, but whoever made that joke, like I laughed out loud, like legit.
You know what though? Before Kanye got onto this Jewish
anti-Semitic, kind of
Hitler. Yeah, his Hitler.
There's a word for it.
He used to be. When he would speak or do interviews, he would say the same thing like Prince or Michael Jackson used to say. You know what I mean? Like these record labels are,
They don't care about us.
they don't. Yeah, all I want to say is they don't care about us, man. And these record labels are in the media, and they will spin the media to make you look like the worst person alive and stuff like that. And they keep your music for even Dave Chappelle, like all these people, that were speaking about these giant corporations, like saying they can use my likeness in perpetuity or whatever that word is forever.
Perpetuity.
Perpetuity.
It's not that hard of a word. It's not that hard.
Hold on, for me it is. Okay, it's like speaking Spanglish. I ain't golly.
You went to a
But,
real high school. Like you should be able to say that stuff.
We went to a real high school for just 2 years. Okay, give us a break.
That's two enough years. That's fine.
Dude, I remember I said Arrivederci in public school, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you can tell he went to Catholic school." I was like, "Really?"
Arrivederci. I speak the first best Italian.
Yeah. Yeah. Buongiorno. Oh man,
did you guys watch? Did you guys watch Black Mirror?
No, not yet. Did you watch White Lotus?
No, I got to. That's next.
Jordan, have you watched White Lotus?
No, I haven't.
Next. It's up next.
God. So you haven't seen any White Lotus.
Dude, I'm out here grinding, okay? I'm out here trying to get those bags. I don't have time.
You were in Vegas for a week. Shut up. You haven't seen any White Lotus.
Grinding in Vegas.
And you're going to Florida next week. What are you talking
grinding
about?
in Florida, dude, because my reach is endless, bro. It's called reach.
Bro, you haven't seen any White Lotus at all. Not one.
Not one.
God damn. All right.
But I've read that. I read about it. It's like they all stay at like a hotel. Or something.
First of all, it's wild, right? Every single one takes place at a different hotel in a different location, whatever. And it's all about rich people just doing fucked up shit.
No way.
They made one. SNL made a skit last week, White POTUS.
Oh my god.
But you gotta watch the third season to get all the references. You gotta watch the third season of White Lotus.
Okay.
So watch White Lotus. You don't even have to watch. You should watch the first because there's a little bit of a story arc between all three of them, but you don't need to watch all three seasons. But they're only like 8 or 10 episodes each season. They're really good. Really good. Like the first season has like Steve Zahn in it, Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right? Jennifer Coolidge
I
is
don't
in the
get the
first
hype
2
about
seasons.
Sydney
The
Sweeney.
Steve Zahn. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Hilarious. He's great at it.
He's a comedian that looks like a fucking cop, and you just don't take him seriously at first.
Dude, he's so good at it. And
It's
Connie
because you
Britton's
saw
in
that
it.
one movie. What was it with Martin Lawrence and Steve Zahn?
Oh,
when they were security guards.
Security. I saw National Security, and what was it like? Saving Silverman was fucking great too.
Saving Silverman.
It was like Jack Black and Steve Zahn.
Steve Zahn, one of my favorites, dude. He's hilarious. I love what was it? Sahara or whatever with him and Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I forgot. He's just a funny dude. So he's in the first White Lotus, and Sydney Sweeney plays his daughter. And I'm telling you, dude, it's wild because it's like kind of a dark comedy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, because everything's a little fucked up, but like some of the stuff that happens, you're like, that's pretty. And like the second season has Aubrey Plaza.
Wait, what season has Scott Guy in it? Has Scott's guy in it? Goggins.
Who's Scott's guy?
Oh, Goggins.
Yeah, isn't he in White Lotus?
Oh, Walton Goggins. That's this season. That's this season.
Oh, he's in this season.
That's third season, and he's awesome in it.
Thank you for the battery update. Thank you for the battery update.
15 minutes. It's gone down 5%. I think we'll be all right.
Everybody, it's like in a blink, he's gone.
80%. You never know.
Anyway, Walton Goggins in this season, and he's great.
Man.
I'm telling you, dude. He's awesome. He's awesome. And but you gotta watch all the way through, and then watch the third season, and then watch White POTUS. It's fucking hilarious.
It's
so funny.
Saturday Night Live is hilarious, man.
They're coming back. They're coming back now.
I don't know, because like the past few seasons were kind of
comedy's back, baby. Comedy's back. You're allowed to say stuff. You're allowed to make fun of gays. You're allowed to make fun of retards. You're allowed to say those words. Dude,
Oh
it's
my
wild.
God, dude.
Oh, do you know what? You know why they said movies aren't good anymore? It's because
Did you send some?
Wokeness.
no, because of streaming. You don't make any money off of streaming, but people used to make a lot of money on the back end with DVDs. So once DVDs got abolished, people don't take risks anymore because you're not able to sell the DVDs. Yup. Yup. This is
But
what
isn't that why
Matt.
they all came out with their own streaming services, though? Is
Yeah.
that
No,
why
this-
they've moved to better TV shows?
Yeah, better TV shows, but not like, people don't take risks on making movies because of that. They just want movies that know that they will work because they don't have to sell it because they can't sell it on DVD.
Well, it's also because like people don't go to like original movies all that much anymore. People go to franchise movies all the time, but not really original movies. Like
Dude.
getting people into movie theaters has been like difficult since COVID.
It's coming back, though. It's coming back.
It is coming back. There's this one
And the
movie that-
wokeness, Jordanisms, we're done with that shit,
Jordanism is
right?
crazy.
We're done with that wokeness bullshit.
Jordan is
The leftist, radical leftist stuff. This is the Trump era, baby. We're back. America's back.
No, dude.
We're allowed to be funny. You can
We're
make
allowed to
fun
be
of people.
racist.
What do you mean? We're in the
be
Trump era,
racist.
and therefore wokeness is back. What are you talking? We're sending people to
No,
gulags,
no,
boy.
wokeness
We're in our
is dead.
Maoist era, dude. We're doing it.
Yeah,
We're
this is when stuff's
redistributing
good,
the
though,
wealth.
right?
We're
This is
turning
where-
our white collars to blue collars for manufacturing, dude. We're in our Maoist era, dude. Great
Class
leap
warfare
forward.
is
We're
on,
doing
baby. Class warfare is on.
It is on,
I'm good
baby.
with that. Like, look at that motherfucker. He don't make shit. He's poor as fuck, dude.
Yeah. He's poor as fuck. We need these federal workers to start manufacturing, bro. We need them to start building
Yeah.
like steel
Learn
in
the
their
code,
backyard. Can't even do that because AI is coming.
AI
I
is coming.
Bro, I love that Trump keeps referencing like the 1800s. It's like, bro, there's like 150 years since like the Gilded Age, like that he wants to return to. It's just like not a pragmatic solution. So he keeps referencing McKinley. He's like so he references the Gilded Age.
Yeah.
What is that, like 1880 to like 1913 or something, like right before World War I?
Late 1800s.
Yeah, so like we were coming out of the Industrial Revolution, right? So there was a lot of wealth being generated. This is your Rockefellers, this is your JP Morgans, these are your robber barons, right? At the end of the day, there's no income tax. This is pre Smoot-Hawley tariffs and everything. This was us coming out of some craziness and industrializing, right?
Yeah.
We were a smaller country. We had the 25th largest military in the world. We were nobody, but we had a lot of internal success and we were thriving internally, right? Because the manufacturing was a thing.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I can't remember the size of the United States. It might have been 50 million people, if that.
If that.
It might have been smaller than that, right? And so McKinley,
cities are just being built,
yeah, industrialization is just becoming real. Manufacturing is just becoming real.
All right, go on with the point.
The point
Yeah,
is,
he's only at 80%.
yeah, so 75% now. We get the point where income tax. We go through a problem. It's called the Great Depression.
Right.
You might have heard of it, right?
Right.
And World War I, World War II. A lot of people consider those one big war, but you didn't know that, Scott. One long war, and we institute income tax, and so they abolish tariffs. They go into income tax, and then after in 1930, they institute more tariffs and pretty much prolong the Great Depression for another 10 years.
But it didn't work, right? The Smoot-Hawley tariff didn't work, right?
Well, McKinley, before his assassination, said tariffs didn't work anymore.
Okay, but hold on, Chris.
He was against his old policies before he got assassinated.
Oh, he got
tariffs
assassinated.
did what they want.
McKinley, yeah, that's how TR became president.
Yeah, McKinley died, dude.
Yeah,
What
he
you
got
talking about?
killed, dude.
We're not advocating any violence.
We're not
at all.
That's wild.
That dude.
And
was
they man
wild.
got
That
shot in
dude
the
was
chest.
So
wild.
you said,
And you know what? He continued on, didn't he?
so you said
did.
Trump
That
is
book saved his life.
He finished that
Trump is trying to
speech.
bring that back.
So he keeps referencing this time where we were high tariff, no income tax,
Right.
and we were coming out of the industrial age, right? Or the industrial revolution. And it's just like we've moved on from that. You know what I mean? Like there's no
Dude, we're in a whole different age. We're in a whole different era.
but that's the thing. There's no calculus that he's just like,
Yeah.
that's when America was great. That is this. So when you listen to his rhetoric, you're like,
we are going to uncharted territory within the next 5 years. Like uncharted, especially with AI technology, uncharted territory. The world has not seen what's going to happen in the next 5 years.
you know who we
And
should
we
have
got-
listened to
Donald Trump
In the
leading
last-
the way.
in the last 2 decades? Who we should have listened to?
Who?
George W. Bush.
Why?
Give us
why?
a specific example.
So he was apparently obsessed
With aliens.
with a global pandemic crippling the United States.
He was low key, wasn't he? But you know what? though?
He created a whole task force to investigate that stuff. He was like literally like, dude, this could ruin America. And we didn't see it coming, even though we did see it coming. And like he was like, we need to build a playbook if we are hit by a global pandemic. And guess what, guys? Obama got rid of it. Trump got rid of it. And next thing you know, global pandemic.
And you know what?
What happened?
We haven't recovered. Not only did it like just break our economy, it broke people's brains for some reason because of the lockdowns. Dude,
Don't worry about the economy. The economy was fine. It was
I
the
miss
social.
2019 so much.
It just
will
I
tell
think it
you,
like we
It
like
was
split
pretty dope. I
timelines.
had great. I was talking to somebody the other day. We were talking about everything going on. They're like, we're in the dumbest timeline right now.
Yeah.
I think we
like-
are.
like-
Yeah, we are.
Somehow we are in the dumb timeline. Like we're the
Yeah.
idiocracy timeline.
We got
We
stuck
are.
here.
Oh no, dude. How do we get fucked? You know?
We are in
I
the,
mean, like,
it
dude,
definitely feels like we're in idiocracy. Or at
Oh
least
my
heading there.
God.
The march there, yeah. 100%. I mean, like, let's not pretend like people wouldn't vote for fucking Camacho in this day and age.
that's what I'm saying. I think
Charisma.
people would vote for
Charisma,
me.
baby. Charisma brings you a long way, you know?
As long as you can A, you have a shred of charisma, B, you can tear down and troll your adversary, you're good to go. You only need a concept of a plan.
Wow, this guy's a hater.
How?
But I will say, you know what though? I love the death of the woke. I'm good with that. Comedy's back. America's back.
Wait, hold
I
on
can
though.
say
We
stuff I
needed-
wasn't allowed to say before.
But we needed woke because I think it's gonna elevate comedy because it's hilarious. Because making fun of woke, it brings an element where it's hilarious. You know what I mean? It definitely brings that element. Comedy was so dry.
It gives you this this weird part of culture that you can comment on, being like, it wasn't that a little far. Some of it.
a little tad far. A little tad far.
I'm telling you, even SNL is saying some shit like that. Like I just watched that skit with like the gay dads last weekend.
Oh, with like John Hamm.
And not him. And they're like, don't talk about our baby. Don't talk about she, they. It's whatever he wants to be when he gets older or whatever like that. And everybody's like, what the fuck? It was just like really funny. It's just like some of the ridiculous, like, you know.
Oh my
It's
God.
pretty fun.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Makes
I like
everybody
being
all
able to say
socially
retarded
awkward.
again. Dude, it is because everybody's like, wait, we let us say that? You said that again?
What's going on?
Reminds me of the Modern Family episode. You ever watch Modern Family?
I haven't watched it in a long
is that-
time, but
is that
I
what
used to think
the-
it was really funny.
That's with the hot
Dude.
chick and the hot mom.
What?
The hot chick and the hot mom.
Are you talking about
Which one's the
fucking-
hot chick?
Are you talking about the old guy?
Sofia Vergara?
Yeah. The Latina.
Sofia Vergara.
Latina.
Well, first of all,
Yeah.
she's Colombian.
She's
Okay, that
Colombian.
still makes her Latina.
Or
And,
you could just call her Colombian.
Okay.
Nobody
woke.
calls you a.
Okay, woke. Okay, Latinx.
And
Are you happy now?
What, what am I? I'm not North American, baby.
She dates the guy from Married with Children, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like his
That's a great.
kids.
That's a
so
great
in the
show,
show, right?
low-key. That's a pretty.
It's
That's
an
a really good
amazing show.
Yeah.
I love that show, dude. We watch that shit all the time.
It's a
What
good
there's
show.
like, the Claire is so Jay marries the hot girl, right? Sofia Vergara, and he has 2 kids, Claire and Mitchell.
Okay.
And they were like hanging out one time. And Mitchell's gay. He's
Yeah.
the gay one, right, with the baby. And
Yeah,
she's
the
like,
ginger guy.
"Don't you remember we could just say, yeah?" And she's like, "Don't you remember when we used to say gay all the time? Don't you wish we could just go back to that?" He's like, "No, not really." You know what I mean? It's like, "But we're back. We can say
We're
that
back,
shit's gay,
baby.
dude.
We're
We can say
back.
that's gay, dude.
You know
It's
what?
totally legal."
I have been saying that
Elon
word
said it's cool.
lately.
Elon says it's
I've
cool.
been saying that a lot.
Did you hear he's also has another controversy today?
My friend my friend that I work with who's gay, he says that's gay all the time.
Yeah, but sometimes for whatever reason, gay people say that's really funny. I don't know why. But what you say? What's Elon's controversy?
He approached another influencer and be like, "Yo, have my babies, and then she declined, and now her revenue on X has been affected.
Nah, dude.
Wait, who
she
was
didn't
it? Who was
decline.
it?
Some crypto influencer named Tiffany Fong.
She didn't decline.
Oh,
she,
the Asian chick.
Yeah,
The Asian chick.
she was probably like,
Yeah,
I'm set for life. Hold on, I don't have to work forever. I just
No,
have to
dude,
have
she's
your
gonna.
baby.
She would. I don't buy it. She's totally banging Elon. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt, dude.
I just don't understand all
What-
of this, man.
Oh,
It's
I mean,
really
we're gonna-
weird. Like I thought these
No
were the
doubt
party
in
of
my
the nuclear
mind, dude.
family, bro.
We're gonna find out in 9 months. We're gonna find out in 9 months when they're like, we had a secret baby.
Dude, everybody knows that Elon is a secret Democrat. Well, he was actually an open Democrat until recently.
I think,
Dude,
uh,
here's the thing. He's not a traditional Republican. He is a backing, how do I make the most money kind of guy.
that's
He's a
what I'm saying,
billionaire.
like that's why I
There's
don't.
no,
really,
there's
I
no
don't wanna-
morals.
That's why I
There's no
don't really
morals.
want to call him like a Republican or a Democrat, though. He's an
No, you guys are-
opportunist.
No, you guys are looking at it from a wrong perspective.
He's a
He is-
pragmatist.
No, he's a king. This is what kings do,
He's a
right?
wannabe king for sure.
How he has the money, he can do whatever he wants. He's got the power, and he can have any girl of his choosing. That's just. I mean, he if it was the Matrix, he would be Neo.
I will say,
He'd be Neo. He knows kung fu.
I just think of the guy from Grandma's Boy wearing his like leather leather trench coat, dude.
What was his name? That was a classic movie.
That movie was fucking
remember.
great, dude. That was great, dude.
But
name
I
was
will
it?
say, Elon's been taking a step back. He's not as Doge is kind of a byline. You know what I mean? Like it's not really like in the headlines. Tariffs have taken over. Elon's taken a step back.
They actually had a data breach today. That was the news for Doge.
They had a what?
A data breach.
Who had a data breach?
Doge.
I think China went in and
But Doge, where? What do you mean Doge had a data breach?
Apparently, Doge has servers where they keep some information, and it had a data breach.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
had servers.
You didn't know they had servers? They have servers everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't even know what a server is, so give me a break. Like, what are we
I
talking
learned
about
what
here?
I learned what a server is. In
What's a
Black
server,
Mirror the
then?
other day.
Yeah,
What's a
tell me what a
server?
server is.
What
One of
is a
those
server?
giant computers.
Yeah.
They're
giant-
one of-
Oh,
Oh, okay. And what do you do with those giant computers?
So what the lady did in Black Mirror, she had like 10 of those servers.
Right.
She had a button. She had a button
Yeah.
that
famously.
was, and the servers. Hold on, the servers were hooked up to the vibration of this universe of infinite possibilities. So whatever she said in her little button thing, it would happen in the universe because of those servers.
so you
I
don't know what a server is. Got it.
I have a home server, bro.
Okay.
I
I have
don't
a
have a.
home-
No, you
I
don't.
got a cloud, bro. What you mean?
I got a NAS, but that's about it. I don't have like a real server.
I got
That's
my
it?
Synology NAS, and I love that thing.
Yeah, me too. That's what I got.
It's the best.
Hold on,
dude.
should I get one?
If you're not going to use it or don't know what to use it for, no.
What do you?
You know what I
all right.
used? You know what I
What's
used it
that?
for recently? I set up for the kids. I set up their own wiki, and they make Pokemon on ChatGPT, and we create wiki pages for each Pokemon.
That's awesome, dude. The first ever
No.
website.
Oh,
Remember
Yeah.
Angel Fire back in the day?
Yeah,
Remember that was my
Angel Fire.
very first website was a Pokédex.
Wow.
well, this is an internal Pokédex for the Pokemon they make up.
That's
And
awesome.
so I asked ChatGPT, it generates a image and all the moves that they do.
Are you serious?
Swear
That's
to God,
awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
You even get an image?
Yeah, I can share the ChatGPT session with you.
How come
It's
my
legit.
ChatGPT doesn't do that stuff, man?
You're not asking the right things.
Nah, dude, I really am. I really am. I went about this and
Just yesterday, I asked ChatGPT to take in
Hold
these
on, look.
pictures of my cats and see what they would look like as human.
Look what this says. It says generating a.
That is not ChatGPT. I don't know what that is.
It says
Yeah,
video.
that's not ChatGPT,
It's
dude.
the video one.
Dude, he's
That's
so,
a Chinese. That's a Chinese app, bro. Get that shit off your
he's selling
phone.
his shit in China right now.
I feel like everything is Chinese. Everything
No
is.
wonder you can't plug in your damn computer.
I know there's
Hold on.
There's some commissar fucking just looking at him right now. Dude, that Chinese secret police dude is coming.
First of all, China's deep seek. Okay, they don't want nothing to do with GBT.
I mean, that's video GPT, so just
Yeah,
saying.
hold on.
You're
Alright,
a GPT wizard, bro.
All right, guys.
You said what?
All right, so we have set the stage. Okay, so tariffs, don't know what the hell we're doing. Trump, don't know what the hell he's thinking. Wokeness officially dead. Comedy officially
Dead.
legal. How do we
Legal.
capitalize on this? How do we capitalize? How do we make bags in this new day and age of
You have to-
McKinleyism?
It's what I'm doing. All right, so this is All right, so this is what I think. Right?
Oh, Jesus, here we go.
I think one of us has to start going live on Twitch. That's the new thing. Everybody's going
Live
live.
on Twitch doing what?
Just
You
doing
gotta,
this-
dude.
just
People,
doing this episode, have people tune in and ask us questions, and we'd be like, I don't fucking know.
nah, dude. You look. All right. So what you got to do is you have to start having a lifestyle that people just like. I'm telling you, this is what people do. They watch you and they just give you money and you just generate. You just be like, yo,
It's
what
free
up,
money.
chat?
Why don't we just go live on X? Why don't we stream live on X?
We could do that too.
We
Create
could.
a channel on X and just host and say random shit. I don't know, dude. Like that's the only thing I can think of. I don't know about Twitch. I don't know enough about Twitch. To me, that's a gaming thing. It's not just
it was a
It
gaming
hasn't been
thing,
just
and
a
then it
gaming
got
thing for
morphed,
like since COVID, really.
and then it got morphed into
Now it's
Hey.
Into what?
everything. It's just a live.
yeah.
It's just a live thing
It's
now.
just a live
just
feed.
live entertainment, whatever it is.
But I think each subscriber
Gaming
you
is
get
still
like
by
$5.
far the most popular, but you do well. You're thinking
But
of
here's
super
the thing.
chats. They just give you whatever they can.
You could say the same thing about OnlyFans, right? Technically, OnlyFans is not just porn.
Right.
No,
It's
funny.
everything.
It's funny because
You know?
OnlyFans models has transitioned to Twitch in order to up their
Yeah.
subscriptions.
Exactly.
And the other way around. Actually, some of the OnlyFans models came from Twitch.
Yeah.
They said, "Hey, I can do porn."
No,
another
because
stream
they're
of
like,
income, dude. Multiple bands. That's what you got to think
yeah,
about.
because
band for
think
band.
because this is what they do. They're like, yeah, I'll put on the Twitch and I'll just fall asleep, and then you guys can watch me while I sleep, while I make this passive income while I'm literally sleeping and you guys are watching me sleep.
All right. So
That's
Scott's
crazy.
idea basically boils down to, okay, let's take the middle road for both Scott and Chris. Twitch, just upload random videos because Elon
It's
is
no,
trying to get.
no.
Hold on.
It's not.
Elon is trying to get videos on his platform. He's trying to make it a video platform. So
True.
you want to get on ground level, right? And
It's not
like
videos. It's live.
and you want to know, okay, I know, but random videos, but we can also go live. I'm on OBS. This is by heart a live streaming platform. I could let's say I could start recording right now, but I have a button above my recording that says start streaming.
I think because don't you? I mean, the podcast. I think podcast season's over. I think YouTube season's over.
By far not over. It is by far not over.
I think I'm just saying. I think live is where people are generating most success right now.
I mean, you could do both. You
had to.
You could.
What's really interesting though? Think about it. We actually went from live streaming to podcast back to live streaming. Because think about Joe Rogan when he was really popular, he was doing it live. It was a live stream.
Yeah.
And then they started pre-recording around COVID time, maybe right before. And now it's kind of back.
Yeah. It's the live streaming. Because people want that live interaction. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but here's the problem. We'd have to pick a better date and time to do that.
We would.
Oh, 100%. 100%. This is just, I'm just throwing out ideas. This is just what I think.
Well, let's just say we're bound by one person here and his free day.
He's kind of right. If you really want this, you're going to have to make yourself a little more open.
Time out. Hold on. But also, like I said, once I find the correct
I got a thumbs up for that one. Even OBS agrees.
No, once I get the correct text, to video generator chat GPT thing that can generate video.
What is that going to do?
You gotta pay for it. You gotta pay for it.
Yeah, and I'll pay for it because, dude, you just do it every single day, and then you generate followers, and that's how you do it. Dude, it's so easy.
But it's also not it's also not interpersonal. Like if you're a real person is talking and a real person you can be seen, that usually generates more retention besides just AI, because everyone knows what AI looks like nowadays, and a lot of people don't care for it. So if you can, I would say half your market that's going to see it is probably going to care about it if it's AI. But if it's interpersonal, that's how you build an audience, is to be interpersonal. And AI can't be interpersonal for you.
No.
Because you want to try to build a relationship.
Nah. I'm just saying, right? You do the AI thing so you have something to post every day, right? But you can also do your interpersonal thing, but it's hard to post that stuff every day. You might be able to post once or twice a day, once or three times a day.
We got 3 people right here that can come up with content. We don't have to be with each other the whole time to make these singular videos. We could just make them ourselves.
Yeah, my estimation though is you probably need to post 5 to 10 times as much AI content as real content.
Yeah.
The moment I hear a text to voice, I swipe through it.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Scroll.
I don't do it. I don't sit on it because it's all fake,
and you're not going to learn anything from it. It's going to be surface level bullshit.
I disagree.
It's not real. It's not real.
I disagree.
Then you should have better taste.
You said what?
You should have better taste. I mean, there's a lot of AI generated slop out there that's saturating the market as is. And it's always just bad. It's surface level. It's badly written. The pictures never really correlate to what they're talking about, or it just looks stupid.
Yeah. We literally just took a poll. 66% of this audience said they would swipe through. 33% said, "I'm too dumb to know the difference." That's what I got out of this.
What I'm trying to say is like, there's 3 among us. We can each come up with something, right? Like, it doesn't have to be together every time. I pump out videos like it's no one's business. I'm just saying, like, if you want to do like a singular channel and we just fill it with content, we can even live stream this. Really, we can. I know how to do that. We can record and live stream at the same time, and we can have a chat and talk to some of the audience members, the 1 or 2 guys who will show up. And but if you want like a video every day, there's 3 of us. You know, you don't have to go in it alone. We can each come up with something.
But Scott pays for it. He pays for the actual generator. And then we all use it. Same login.
Dude, I mean, like, dude, how much is the... Think about it.
Like
use
$20
generator
for ChatGPT Pro.
Yeah, but what's the video? What's the video thing you're using?
No, you use
my
video
credit card.
Video GPT. First of all,
Video I'm looking it up right now. Video GPT.
You get it for 3 days for free. It's a free trial, and then you just cancel.
Try it for free. Testimony pricing. What's the pricing?
It's like $12, $13, $15 or something.
How did it take me to? It did not. Why is pricing just an FAQ? It is not giving me It's not giving me actual prices.
Who is it? Who owns this?
That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm looking. Affiliate. It's very sketchy. Oh, all right. Let's look at 1113 LLC.
1113. That sounds kind of familiar.
It does. Sounds very Chinese to me.
No, I'm thinking of 11 Labs. I don't know who 1113 is. It's Russian.
Oh,
Nikita Nedin.
Here we go. 1113.ai. Yep. All right. Well, I just got hacked. So thanks, Scott.
The KGB will be at your house shortly.
The Russians have the greatest. You know, they are good at what they're doing, hacking wise.
So what were you saying again? Like, here's the thing. I'm on their website. I clicked on pricing. Nothing. It doesn't give me a price at all.
Really?
It brings me to an FAQ. It's tutorials and guides and how to, extensive music library, ultra realistic, blah, 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 blah. What are we doing here?
It's Russian. This is nothing but like a shell.
But I did it all on my phone. I didn't do it on the computer.
So what's the pricing on your phone?
On the phone, first you get 3 days, 72 hours of free trial, right? So you can try it out.
If I had to guess, I would say $75 a month.
I'm looking at their website and they're really advertising the AI girlfriend feature.
It's $40 a month, but $13 a week.
Did you say Sailor Moon?
That's what I got on my
Sailor Moon, like Fight Evil by Moonlight.
Yeah. You said $14 a week?
Yeah.
So $60 a month. Okay.
Or you could do the $40 a month.
But you got to pay all 4 months, or you got to pay all 12 months up front, right?
No.
Yes, you do. Yep. I guarantee it.
Yeah,
hold on. A lot of they do it 3 times. They do it 3 times, right? So you do the week, you pay it once a week or once a month or then once a year.
No, you don't.
How are you gonna tell me?
And what's the once a year price?
I think the once a year price is like $190.
You just made that up. No. You just said I think.
Yeah, because it's either like $189 or $190.
Show me.
Hold on.
Show me.
Okay, let's see if I can find.
All right, hey, we are digressing here. We're trying to figure out how we can make a profit in this turmoil McKinley era.
That's what I'm saying. It would have been easier.
Economy. Scott came up with the Twitter. Scott came up with the live stream. Chris came up with a Twitter. We can generate content. We can be a content farm. We just need to, put in just some work. That's all.
I can't see what the top one says.
Hold on.
I'm not giving fucking Dimitri my goddamn credit card.
$89.90. I don't buy it. There you go. Now it's clear.
$189.99 for 1 year.
I don't buy it.
You might as well just get.
$39.99
You might as well
for
just
1
get.
month.
Whoa!
How do you not? Hold on, time out.
$200 for a year. You might as well just get Final Cut, dude, and actually do something.
Okay, but hold on. Can Final Cut generate a video
Yeah, it can actually.
using AI?
Yeah, dude. Like all these fucking apps use AI now.
All the new Adobe stuff, they all use AI.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I don't have Final Cut. Just type in Final Cut Pro AI.
I have. All right, hold on. I'll type it in on YouTube.
But literally, everyone has an AI feature nowadays, man. It's 2025.
That's why we need to go back to the McKinley era.
To the McKinley era. We need to go back to the picture shows.
Yeah. The silent ones.
Silent one. We want to go back to Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah. We're
all right.
But hold on. The movies, only the whites played the characters.
So you're saying, all right, so what we need to do is figure out what has the best text to video AI. That's all we need.
Why do we need it?
Dude, because
is it that hard to sit in front of a camera for just 30 seconds?
But then you would have to edit that.
So it's really not hard.
All right. What do you think is harder? What do you think is what do you think is easier?
Okay.
You go to ChatGPT, right? You tell them, hey, you copy paste ChatGPT, and then you literally just copy paste and put that in the video editor, and then it gives you the video.
And it gives you slop that won't build you an audience. But if you take just a few more minutes of your time, you can build an audience.
You build the audience through consistency.
You act like millions of people ain't doing the same thing right now.
I'm telling you, you build the audience.
I just want to let you know, Scott, you can get Premiere Pro from Adobe, which is probably better, for $22.99 a month.
Premiere Pro?
That's Adobe's Final Cut.
Yeah. But I'm saying it's probably better than the Video GPT.
Does it? I mean, have you seen the AI tools?
I mean, CapCut does AI tools just like Video GPT.
No.
I'm just saying it does though, but it does do it.
I looked at it, but it's horrible.
Kinda. Yeah, I tried it with it. It's not very good.
But it can do it.
That's not the same thing.
All I'm saying is like this route that we're thinking about going down is probably not a good one. That's all I'm saying.
I like the live route. I think live's more fun.
I think
live is more.
I think doing small videos where it's just each other is just one of us isn't a bad idea either. If we really want content out there, I mean, Scott,
how do you know the route is not good unless you didn't walk it? That's what I'm trying to say.
I did walk it at one point, and it built nothing.
Here's what I got. I got an idea for creating standalone videos. We send each other a prompt that we have to answer or talk about for 30 seconds on a video.
Ooh,
you don't get to.
I kind of like that.
You see what I'm saying? And it could be wild shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like you send, hey Scott, you're up. You got to talk about this for 30 seconds. And if you make a good video, you make a good video. If you don't, well, we'll know by the hits.
And you know what? Views. I will edit it. As long as you give me content, I will edit it.
What do you think about that?
That's all I ultimately want anyway. I just want content.
If you're willing to edit it, because editing.
I put your videos up, didn't I?
If I sent you a prompt that said, "Hey, talk about a juice cleanse for 30 seconds," could you do it?
Yeah. I'll tell everybody not to do a juice cleanse because it's a waste of time. Because it spikes your insulin.
How do you know that?
Because that's how your body works. It absorbs and it spikes your insulin.
Prove it.
Still raises your sugar.
What insulin? But I'm not diabetic. Who cares if my insulin's
high? I mean,
what does insulin mean?
I fully believe Scott can ramble for 30 seconds.
100%.
And it's gonna be bullshit.
Do you have a pancreas?
Complete bullshit. That's the best
No,
part.
no. Do you have a pancreas?
I do.
Yeah, don't you know your pancreas? Well, every time when your body absorbs some type of sugar, it doesn't matter. Carbohydrate, sugar, it releases a hormone. It releases a hormone called insulin.
Okay, and how does that affect me?
Because then it raises your blood. Dude, oh my God, are you serious? Hold on. So
That's
if
what
you
no, but that's what I'm saying is in a video, you can't just be like, it raises your insulin, fuck you, and move on. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be like,
I might get
why
comments
is
for that one.
why is insulin good or bad? You know what I mean? Like you gotta break
well,
it down, dude.
it's not. I mean, one, it's a no judgment thing. It's not that it's good or bad.
Oh,
It's
now
that,
it's no judgment. All right, you woke bitch. What like come on.
well, I'm just saying because no, because it has a purpose, right?
We
You
all
know,
have a purpose.
yeah, but hold on though. Like having a raising your influence during the wintertime when there's not much when
Oh,
food is scarce is good. You know what I mean?
scarce. Can't even
Scarce
say
is
words
it's
right.
good.
Yeah, scarce.
It's good. But I mean, like, dude, if you want to be like
I think I've
healthy,
just proven that he cannot make a 30-second video.
what are you talking
I
about?
think he can ramble for 30 seconds. I say we give this a shot. I actually really like this idea. But
I mean, we could, but we also need to do.
But
you
it
guys have
also
to
but it
find
holds
me
us
the
accountable.
video,
It's like,
text
hey,
the video.
you need to make a video right now about this. Go do it. You know what I mean? We send each other a prompt. It's almost like Chat GPT. And then we see what we get out of it.
Right. But listen, this is a great idea. All right, that I
I
have.
know.
okay.
What?
Oh.
It's not the
but-
AI.
no, I was-
Please tell me it's not the AI. But like, if it's the idea we
Dude,
never heard of, please do
how
it.
are you guys not? How are you not sold on the AI?
Because, dude, it's been beaten to death since 2021.
It's not there yet, dude.
It has. Like, I can imagine,
Dude.
like, maybe, like, using it to, like, refine your script. Like, I use
No,
it to
no,
refine
dude,
my
it's just-
script sometimes, but, like, building out your entire video, bro, it's going to get no
Yeah,
audience.
No,
It's-
dude, it's just part of the
that's-
arsenal. You don't make it like your
I'm just saying,
your
but
number
we want,
one priority.
We want people here for us, not the AI generated bullshit voice, you know?
Yeah, okay, listen. All right. So, what I was saying on like what I was thinking, right? Especially like what I was going to do on my TikTok, right? Follow my TikTok.
Yeah, King Scott.
So, all you have to do is just make sure you post something every single day, right? How hard? I mean, like, have you guys ever made a TikTok?
Yes.
No.
Exactly, dude.
Chris
I-
ain't on China
even-
apps.
Even with the clips, right? With the podcast and stuff like that, you want to post something every single day. So can you imagine?
I agree.
Exactly.
Right?
But you
So-
want
all
to
right,
post something, but you can't get big with AI slop, man. You have to be, it has to be your own original
How do
creation.
you know?
Because
How do
no
you
one
know?
has.
AI is so new. How do you know?
It's not that new anymore. Everyone knows it. Everyone recognizes it.
it's obvious.
The only people
Very
you're
obvious.
going to get big on is fucking boomers on Facebook. And that's why most of the AI
We
slop is
could
there.
target them though.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm all
you.
about
yeah,
targeting that.
if you make some AI slop, sure, I'll post it on Facebook, and I'm sure you'll get like the granny saying "Amen."
I think
Hold
we need
on.
to start a new Twitter handle like Trump News Now, and it's just Trump
Perfect.
good,
Perfect.
China bad.
Listen, Trump troll the libtards.
Yeah,
Trump destroyed the woke with one word:
gay.
gay.
You know what? I mean, like, just find me a text to video AI.
Why do you need it? Just you have a microphone, you have a computer, you have a curtain.
Well,
You're ready to
he
go.
has a computer. He has a computer for today. When it dies, it might not ever come back.
That's
on.
what I'm saying, man. Listen,
Charging. What the
Listen.
fuck is that?
man. I'm just saying because it's so much easier to take the text from ChatGPT to make the video. It's
No,
a
it's
top tier
lazier. It's lazier.
It's
Yeah.
Bro,
lazy. It's
bro.
bottom of the barrel,
But
and you're
why?
not going to build an
Why?
audience.
Why would you waste? Why when you can add to something to
But
have
here's the thing,
consistency?
you
when
gotta-
you can
you gotta-
also do
You
both.
won't make it big by being like everyone else, and unfortunately,
gotta
there are
post-
millions of AI slop.
Who else is doing that? Who else-
Everybody is.
Literally everybody. Every other
The pro-
TikTok is AI generated.
I'm telling
No.
you, what he's saying is the fact that nobody big is doing it and you don't see it just tells you how it's not working, because you can find these videos all over the place. They're everywhere. And as soon as I see them, I'm like, scroll. I'm not watching this. It's bullshit.
Dude, you're not going to make it big.
Did you know?
You can't make it
The
big by
Egyptian
taking the
pharaohs?
easy and lazy route. You can't.
It's painful.
I'm
These
not
videos are
saying.
painful.
They are.
I'm
And
not
it's always the
saying-
same three voices, dude.
It's like
No,
the guy
no,
from
there's not.
Grand Theft Auto, some chick, and
Or
whatever.
people do like Family Guy voices sometimes, and it's really
I had Darth
annoying.
Vader. I had Darth Vader doing the voice. But listen, this is what I'm trying to say, right? Right now, right? That easy, effortless road, right? That could be like 10% of your arsenal. But it also makes sure it's also a guarantee that you have something to post on that day. I'm saying with that, you can post.
But it's more than once. You got to post more than once a day with that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
You-
you're gonna
I
have
mean,
to
like,
like
you
rapid
don't-
fire that shit to even get half the views that you
No,
yourself.
this is what
if
I'm
you
saying.
just put in a
This-
little
you're not
effort-
listening. You're not listening. You're not listening to what I'm saying. It's part of your arsenal. So okay, so like for instance, right? One day, you post like one of the AI thing. Then you post a TikTok of yourself explaining something, and then you post another thing of yourself doing something else, and then you post like a clip of our podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's just part of the arsenal.
I think clips and what Chris's idea would really work.
I like my idea better than yours.
I like
What's your idea?
Is anybody here listening to me? What the fuck?
You guys aren't listening to me. I'm like,
We are listening to you.
Listen,
No.
gold right
You're not
here.
listening to
Listen,
us telling you it's a bad
Scott,
idea. That's the
Scott,
difference.
Scott, we have 7 days in a week, and if we want to do like let's say post something once a day, which I think is fair, okay? So basically, we have the big podcast, which is what we're doing right now, and we post that once a week, right? Chris's idea is having a prompt and we just answer it. Make a 30-second short of us answering it. All you have to do is record, and I will edit it, and I will even post it. I will even give it to you, the finished product, to post on your TikTok, right? So 3 of us, that's 3 days, right? So we have 4 days. We can fill those 4 days with clips. Clip us, one of us, clip one of us, clip one of us, clip. That's 7 days. That's a clip a day.
That's not enough.
It's better than
That's
what we
not
have
enough.
now.
Yeah.
How about this?
no.
If we each send one prompt every day, all 3 of us have to record something about it, or the other 2 do, right? So if I send one, you 2 have to send a prompt. Jordan sends one, me and you have to send a prompt, Scott, or
Yeah.
film a
And that-
video.
Okay.
So we send 3 prompts a day. That's 2, 4, 6 videos, right? A day, and you could spread that out as much as you wanted or not.
All right. So this is what I'm getting, right? All right. So we do the main podcast, right?
Right.
We clip that up, right?
Right.
We clip it up into 7 clips, so you have 1 clip every single day from the podcast, and you drop the podcast. Then we also have what were you saying, Chris?
The prompt.
Like the shorts.
script.
We'll call them yeah.
You
The
give
prompt.
us the script, the props,
No,
right?
No, it's not a script. It's a prompt.
The prompt, all right?
It's, hey, talk about this.
So each of us, we each give out a prompt, right? 1 prompt a week. 2 of us has to answer.
Why
That
one
makes
prompt a week?
1 prompt each. So that's 3 prompts a week, and that's six of us with the answers. So that's 6 clips that we can also put in the week. So you got the 7 clips from the podcast, and then you got the 6 clips from the prompt in that week.
That's
I'm
too
just
short
trying to tell
today.
you,
That's
what
that's
I'm
too short today.
2 shorts a day. That's
I
what I'm
also
saying.
think we should send one prompt a day. We should alternate. Like if I send one day, you two record. The next day, Scott sends one, us two record. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I mean,
at
we
least
could.
then you're getting two a day,
And
whether or
it's
not they're
original.
posted that same day. But eventually, you'll get to having multiple clips per day.
Exactly.
I think this is a great idea.
That's what I'm saying. It's part of the arsenal. Now, what is also good for the arsenal
Is what?
is the
Is
AI
that-
thing. Is because you can do it every single day with all that combined.
I'll tell you
That's
what.
what I'm saying.
I'll tell you what. We'll do the prompts. You do. I want to see 4 AI videos every day from you.
Hold on. First of all, you guys gotta help me find.
No.
God,
You're on the AI
what are you
train.
talking about?
You're on the AI train. You said it's easy. You said it's easy. I want 4 a day from you for 2 weeks.
It is easy if you
Yeah,
find
give
the
me 4 a
right
day.
generator.
Give me 4 a day.
If you find the right generator, I mean, it's easy. So easy.
Easy.
Dude,
I mean, doesn't translate into good, man.
Bro, it doesn't matter. It's just something to post every single day. That's not what you're like. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I feel like
It's
if we
just
have these
something
prompt videos, I would rather just repost them than post a bullshit AI video.
but it's something different in the arsenal.
Or you can just repost a clip. You're like, hey, what clip made it big last week?
No.
Repost.
No. You want to have something different in the arsenal. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's something different that you can post every single day.
You know what? How about this? I got a compromise. Let's say, like, between clips and our prompts, if we have nothing to fill today, we could do your AI.
Dude, and look, dude, it's so simply easy.
You know what? I am officially nominating you as the Bag Society AI czar. And I expect
you.
all AI
Fucking
to
AI.
flow through you.
All I'm saying, once I find the right generator, it's
about this?
once a day.
You know what? Here's my compromise, Jordan. If we send a prompt and Scott wants to answer his with a dumb AI video, let him answer it with a dumb AI video.
Thank you.
How about that?
Thank you.
I think
How-
I think that's a all right compromise.
And then we'll compare. If Scott's
you.
dumb AI video
Yeah.
is on par with our live or our original videos.
No, hold on, because
You
I
know
would
what?
also do
This
the
will be
live.
our experiment.
No.
Our R&D division is happening right now.
Yeah.
I don't
We'll be the control.
I
And
don't
you
think
can
you
be
guys,
the dumbness.
it's not clicking for you guys. It's not
clicking.
clicking for you guys. I would also do the live thing, but I would also have the AI in the arsenal. I would do the AI every day too, because it's copy and paste, but I would also do the prompt with me.
All right. How about this? New idea. Every prompt, no matter what, you generate an AI video and we'll post them together and see which one is better.
No,
Why?
because
Why?
it's not about better. It's about the consistency of posting.
Well, that's consistency. You can post, you can take a prompt every day and you can make an AI video. Now you have every day. That's 7 days a week. And you're also getting 7 live videos also. So now we're talking 14 videos and clips a week. So what's the problem?
Okay, then.
You're the AI czar. You can handle the AI side.
Oh, hold on. I have to find the generator first. I've been saying this.
Well, I just take your authority as you know.
Okay, I like this.
Because you're the czar.
Keep talking. Okay, I'm the czar. Keep.
At this
I
point,
like the.
that's
I like
great.
it.
As you're mulling over generators from, like, Russian deep state, we can. I do want to do the clips. The prompt thing, I think, is a really good idea. Again, like, you don't have to do the editing. Just send it to me. What I want the most is content. That's all I want.
You do have to edit the AI videos, though.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
No, you do. I'm talking about you. Scott specifically.
Why?
Make sure you make it
'Cause you're-
like Zoomer edit too. You need
You're the AI
flashy to
czar,
keep people's
dude.
attention.
You're the David Sachs of this administration.
Sachs.
First of all, don't call me S again. Just call me the Czar. All right.
The czar. Hold
All
on, let me
right?
change
I'm
this
liking
Google
this.
Meet
I like
to
this
fucking
new.
the
I
czar.
like this new.
The
All I have
czar.
to do
The
once I
czar.
do, dude. Once I find the generator that actually works, bro, it's over. Every day, you just
All right,
it's
hail
every
czar.
day.
Hail czar.
Every day.
Just call me Vladimir Lenin.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then I could take over, and then you guys will really be calling me the czar, because the route that you chose not to walk is going to work. I'm telling you.
We'll find out. We'll
We'll
find
do some
out.
comparative
will.
research.
Yeah, I have the stats on my fingertips, so we'll find out.
I'm the head of R&D. What are you talking about?
We
I'm
could
the
not
czar,
have
baby.
nominated anybody better.
Hold on. Who was he's Lucius from Dark Knight, the head of
Yeah,
R&D.
Lucius
Come
Fox.
on, baby.
Yeah. Morgan Freeman over here. Let's go.
That's right. We don't age, man.
So we're good. So we have that. That's how we can probably. I can see it doing pretty well as long as we have that. But
I mean, the live too. You also got to do the live.
The live is just one button away.
Live would be fun. To me, the live part is a timing thing. You know what I mean? It can't be like a rant. It needs to be very consistent. Very, very consistent.
Listen, yeah, but here's the thing with live, right? Live is like it's literally a reality show of your life, right?
Not always.
The ones that are successful, yes, it is. Like, people want to see you driving in a car, going through the drive-through.
That's a different kind of live, dude. That's different.
This is just doing our show live, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, just doing our live
I'm not.
show.
I'm not.
I think
They
it would
wanna
be
see that
cool
too.
if we get an audience and we can listen to audience and we can field audience questions and like their comments. I think that'll one up our things.
Yeah, there's live streaming a podcast, and then there's live streaming. You're talking about live streaming.
Right.
That's a different thing.
You said live streaming?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's ever, dude. You just made that up.
No, he's not.
Then here's the. If I made that up, then anytime anybody uses that term, I want money.
No, live streaming is a thing. We're talking about just live streaming the show,
bro. Yeah. Copyright it right now, dude. I am telling you right now.
But I will say this: if we go that route, I don't want to have to deal with the Twitter account. Someone else has to do that.
I'll do that. I'll do the Twitter account. That's fine.
Look, it says live streaming was coined by Eric Freeman and David Gellerina at Yale University.
Yale? I've never even heard of these people. Where's their live stream?
Yeah, I've never heard of Yale. Sounds gay, dude.
Sounds like the people that are trying to copyright React content.
Anyways, it's a real thing. So we'll move on from that.
Live streaming. Live streaming?
Yeah.
It's not a real thing.
Yes, it is. You just said it was. You just said it was.
It's not. It's actually like. Oh, it's not even really like. It's live streaming and like vlogging. That's not necessarily. Yeah. That's not really live, what we're doing. But that's not what we're doing. We're doing a live show. We're just like fucking a fucking daytime show. But we're just doing it in front of a live audience.
I know, but I'm trying to tell you what people are doing today. The reason why they're successful.
What are you talking? Rogan's not live streaming.
Yeah, but I'm talking. No, he's not. But I mean, there's sometimes he does when he does the UFC fights. Sometimes he does.
Yeah, but that's like not the main content. This is our main content.
You're kind of stuck in an echo chamber, dude. You're losing sight. You're losing.
To me?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Everybody's doing it, man. Everybody's so successful, man.
Yeah, dude, you gotta blaze your own trail, bro.
You know, it's
I think you guys
The
are
people who-
stuck in the
Bad.
The
past.
people who get rewarded the most are the innovators.
You got exactly, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. You got to innovate. You got to be
Bro,
future looking.
they were
forward.
live streaming people sleeping in Big Brother in the 90s. Real world. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Mickey
That's
Rourke
in
just
the
got
past,
thrown out
dude.
of that show last week.
Hold on. Did you just say no? First of all, no. We all know reality TV was fake. If you,
And
come
you don't
on,
think the people pretending to sleep and
Whoa.
streaming it isn't fake?
Whoa,
you're
Come on,
telling
dude.
me.
Whoa,
You're telling me.
reality
if
TV
Big
is not
Brother,
fake.
Time out.
Fucking-
Time out.
Do
No,
not
no,
make
no,
fun
no,
of our
no, no, no,
Secretary
no,
of
no.
Transportation like that. He was in the
No,
real
no, no,
world.
no. You're telling me in Big Brother when they put a 5-second clip of somebody rolling around in the bed at night that they're live streaming you the whole night?
I know, rolling
Yeah.
around in your
5-second
bed
clip?
at night is unrealistic.
Come
Oh
on,
my god,
man.
you're telling
And
me
then
this
they
guy,
cut to the
these
commercial?
chicks on OnlyFans just happen to leave their camera on when they're banging some random dude? Oh my god, it's not scripted, is it? What are you talking about? It's all scripted.
What do you, I didn't say that. I'm just saying live stream. What?
is happening?
You're the one that said they're talking about live stream about reality TV, and we know reality TV is not real.
What I'm saying
We
is
know
that's
that's
just been
scripted.
around for a year. I'm saying it's dated. This whole like streaming random shit when you're sleeping and stuff like that's old school, dude.
But that's what works.
No, it works with you. Just because you're into sleeping chicks doesn't mean everybody is.
Yeah, you need to look up what's the
I didn't hear him
max.
deny it, by the way. I didn't hear a denial there.
Nobody
Like-
watched. No, first of all,
You just said you watched some chicks sleeping.
no, that's what OnlyFans girls do, right? When they went to
said-
Twitch, they're like, "Oh, how
I
do I make
honestly
more money?"
wouldn't know because I don't watch it. So like
Twitch is
What
an
are we talking
American
about?
company, Chris. Man, show your patriotism, dude. Woke is dead. Stop it.
yeah. Shouldn't be slut shaming these bitches. Wait, I thought that was part of wokeness.
No, that's part of wokeness. You can't fat.
Yeah.
You can fat shame now. I guess you can. Slut
Yes.
shame
You
now.
can slut shame. Yeah. Bag baby.
It's back. I don't know what else.
There's a lot of stuff you can do now.
I don't know what else is. I don't really pay
Gay
attention.
shame. You can gay shame. Is gay shaming a thing?
I've never heard anyone say that.
Well, you have now, baby.
Copyrighted.
He's over
Copyright.
here. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. He's over here making up these new terms.
I'm making money, dude. What are you talking about?
Oh my god!
All right.
That's live streaming.
So prompts, clips, Twitter, streaming. I can get the streaming set up today.
All right, but listen.
Scott
What
needs
is
to
the-
change his schedule, though. He needs
What is the future? What is the future of like? What is next from like podcasting and doing videos and clips like that?
Showing up in the metaverse, I guess.
It's live streaming. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's
Live
the next
streaming has
step.
been around
Live
forever,
streaming.
though. That's the thing.
What are you talking about, dude? Nobody's doing the fucking Truman Show. What are you talking about, dude?
What if they did, though?
Vloggers have been
Goody.
doing this.
If I don't see you, good morning, good evening, good night.
You're right. It's the vloggers doing it, but now it's not. They're not like vloggers.
They are
They're
vloggers.
li-
It's the same thing.
But they're doing it live. It's not like cut and edited.
We are spinning our wheels right now.
Oh my god, it's like painful right now.
It
Here's
is
what we need to do.
painful.
We need to pull our money and we need to create a real Truman Show. We need to raise a child from nothing. That's the next step.
The thing is, it would pull so many views too, which is
It would
terrible.
pull so many views.
It's so terrible, man. I hate this like sci-fi shit. And it's always the warnings like we shouldn't do this, and then someone does it. But sci-fi is just a roadmap now.
Give me 4 weeks. I'll roam around Europe and I'll find you an orphan that we can take.
Jeez.
Stay away from Romania, Chris. Come on.
I
stop
know.
it. Get away. He's going to go straight to Eastern Europe, and he knows he's going to get one on the cheap.
Well, I mean, there's this place called Ukraine. I hear they're giving them away.
Jeez.
He's going to go there and be like, yo, refugees over here. Not you. Not you. Not you. Not you.
Yeah. I like it.
Right there. What's your name? Doesn't matter anymore. You are now Truman.
And here's the thing: they're Ukrainian, but we raised them to only speak Russian, and they're just like pissed the whole time. Just saying,
This shit is diabolical.
you got to be mean. You got to be mean about it. If you're gonna do something, you got to, be cruel.
I can picture you as the bad guy in the Truman Show. Just we raised Truman. He loves it here. It's the only life he knows. Just this the whole time.
But no, Scott's right though. We got to get to the next level. We'll contract Elon. We'll go to Mars and we'll raise him on Mars. First baby raised on Mars.
What makes you think it would be the first baby raised on Mars?
He has some babies out there. We'll just contractually take them.
Hey, have you guys ever heard of that one guy?
Oh, by the way, if we do live streaming on Twitch, we have to gaslight Elon. We have to just suck that fucking dick. So eventually he'll retweet our show, and that's views.
Well, I mean, then we're millionaires after that.
Exactly, dude. We'd be like, Elon, he's such a fucking mega genius, dude. Doge to the moon, baby.
Did you guys hear about that one guy? Remember he was on the Rogan show. What was his name? Bert something. Who was like, we didn't go to
Bert Kreischer?
No, the one that we didn't go to the moon.
Oh,
Bert
Bert Seibo. Seibrel? Bert Seibrel? He's like, just go to bertseibel.com and blah, blah, blah. That guy. Yeah.
Okay. So he was
on Danny Jones recently.
He was.
Yeah.
This guy said
so fucking bad, by the way.
He said for us to go to the moon, we need to have 11 rockets with gas or something to get us through the moon.
It was like 9 refuels or something like that, right?
Is that true?
No, it's not true.
It's not true.
Because he had me rethinking. I'm like,
Doctor.
Oh shit.
Doctor.
Oh no! Actually, I want to know. Speaking of Rogan, I want to know her opinion. Did you guys watch the Douglas Murray and Dave Smith episode?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Damn. Okay, never mind. Because they were pretty much talking about Douglas Murray's was really pushing back against Dave Smith when it comes to pseudo history, pseudoscience.
I like Dave Smith though.
I know you do. I could have guessed that. You didn't have to tell me.
I'm not a big Dave Smith fan. I'm not a big Dave Smith fan.
I'm a huge Dave Smith fan.
I don't. The one thing I don't like about him is he likes to make these
mug comments,
these comments. Well, he's smarter than you, and he likes to make these this is fact. Why are you disagreeing with me? And then when you challenge him, he's like, I'm just a comedian. I don't fucking know.
I hate that about him.
So,
I hate that about him.
So dumb, dude. It's like either stand fucking by it.
Yeah, hey, stand on 2 toes.
If that's the thing, if somebody challenges you, you'd be like, yeah. I know. I know being a comedian is my day job, but I'm still a human being. I can think rationally.
What happened?
Big shitstorm. Basically, it was mostly about the Israel-Palestine conflict.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Yeah.
And Douglas Murray, if you didn't know, he's a propagandist from Manhattan Institute, but he's a really smart guy. I personally don't care for him. I don't care for Dave Smith either. But basically, he was just pushing back on Rogan has an obligation to push back against all these baseless claims of just people pretending to know what they know, pretending they know about the Gaza conflict without never even being in the Middle East, and pretending they're experts. He was really mad about Martyr Made, that guy, I forget his name at this moment.
That's Daryl Cooper.
Daryl Cooper and Ian Carroll. And saying
Ian Carroll's a fucking wacko, dude.
He is a wacko, and he's really annoying. He ratioed Elon once, and he won't stop mentioning it.
I've only listened to one thing about Ian Carroll.
I can't stand him, dude. When
he's everywhere now.
When did these new age right wing conspiracy theories start dressing up like woke hipsters?
It's the internet. It's the internet.
They all look weird. They shouldn't be that way. They should be at a fucking acoustic concert.
So people like Ian Carroll and all those other kind of guys, they were doing all kinds of stuff, and then once they hit the thing that boosted them the most, it's audience capture all day. That's all it is,
Oh,
right? They were doing
100%.
well, and they were all over the place. And you're like, oh, this guy seems cool. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, now he's just this crazy anti-Semitic,
Yep.
anti-Zionist, and he just goes full off. And the next thing you know, he's on Candace Owens' show, just spouting crazy shit, and you're like, what the fuck? It's crazy, man.
It is.
Hold on, do we like
audience
Candace
capture. No, we don't like Candace Owens. We do not like Candace Owens. I know
Bro.
you do. I know you do.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
She's going
I
off.
don't know.
She's going off a cliff, dude.
I don't know. I'm asking.
She went from like somebody who was like, oh, she's semi-rational. I kind of get what she's saying, and it was like, oh my god.
No, she went from being
Damn.
like very, very woke in like 2016. Anti-Trump, fucking sued her school for racism through the ACLU, to racism doesn't exist, Jews control everything, Trump is God incarnate, and now she even turned on that, and like not even like anti-Zionism, it's just anti-Semitic. It's crazy, dude.
It's wild. It's wild.
But
it's been a roller coaster of a ride.
The one thing about the media, and like I hate to say it, but Anchorman 2 really touched on it, is just how sensationalism can you get? Because that's the only thing people in their short attention spans nowadays will really latch on to. And it's just like anything controversial, that's what you want to say.
So why do you believe any of it?
I don't.
I don't know, Scott. Why do you?
I don't believe none of this stuff. What are you talking about?
Just last week you were trying to edge into the fucking great replacement theory.
I mean, like, hold on though. I that's the thing, right? What's his name? George Soros.
Yeah,
everybody say he's the
guy
most
poorer
powerful
than
guy.
Elon. The guy who's less powerful has less money than Elon Musk. Yeah.
I didn't even say Elon Musk.
The Jewish guy that people like to pay, that people like to really pin everything on.
But I mean, like, when so many people are saying stuff, when so many people are speaking out, I mean, like, you do have to look at it.
Who's speaking out besides conspiracy theorists?
Kanye West, Michael Jackson.
I mean, there's no doubt.
Michael Jackson speak out on him.
He's just making stuff up. There's no doubt in my mind that George Soros uses money to push his own agenda. Like, there's no doubt.
I mean, like, yeah, that everybody does that. And there's nothing wrong. You just happen to have more money than everybody else.
I'm not denying that either, but I'm just saying, like, what makes him the root of all evil compared to the bunch of the other 1% who do the same thing?
He's not the root of all evil.
I would say like he is. He's the excuse of everything when it comes to this stuff.
First of all,
people like even the Republican, like it's mainstream for the Republican Party to even say like, oh, this activist judge funded by George Soros, by the way, is the reason why Trump can't make your life better.
First of all,
I think that's the thing, right? Is that George Soros was probably just ahead of the curve by funding more local politicians. Local politicians instead of federal politicians.
Yeah,
that's what it comes down to. He was more about like, I'm going to get this local DA elected. I'm going to get this local Congress, state senator elected. People who can make changes at the levels where it matters and impacts people's lives the most. Right? I think that's the big thing. Where I think Republican donors are more about like here traditionally.
Republican Democratic are about, they're mostly money. About the media sphere.
No. I'm talking about
sphere.
I'm talking about traditionally.
Brothers. Oh, okay.
Well, I'm talking about traditionally, right? Democrats wanted to change societal things, and that's at the local level. Where Republican donors were probably more focused on profits and corporate stuff, which is at the federal level. That's the divide.
I don't know about that. I mean, like when it
comes to during the culture war, that's where George Soros came up, is because they created this culture war and they saw that he was funding all these lower level people who have a more direct impact on everyday citizens. That's all it is.
Okay, so in my opinion with I do believe what you're saying. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's because maybe he's an outlier on that. Because in my experience, the Republicans focus on local way more than the Democratic Party does. Like they are the ones who like
They do now.
Like no, it's been like that ever.
No.
No, it's true. Like I've been registered. No, it's true. When I've been registered as a Republican since like 2008, and within everything, like I was part of the what was it? I was like a low level member of the Heritage Institute, and everything was a big local push. Democrats don't really mention local all that much. That's why they mostly always show up for like federal elections, but Republicans show up en masse for like local shit.
I think it's the opposite.
They've always been very local about their stuff. They've always mentioned local.
The Democrats playing the victim mentality.
I think it's the opposite. I think it's the complete opposite. I think it's only like that in red states for sure. But I think in a lot of states, that's why you see a lot of more like boards of education, things like that. They're usually more Democratic leaning.
I mean, they have a lot of organizations for like local, like Take Moms for Liberty, for instance. That's a local board of education thing.
That's one group, and it's probably in Texas.
No, it's everywhere. They're in Maryland. They're the head of the board in Carroll County.
Are they in Illinois?
Yeah, they're in Illinois. Illinois has a lot of hate groups, actually. Neo-Nazism started in Illinois. You ever heard of the Groper movement, Nick Fuentes? He's about...
that fucking guy.
He lives 1 mile away from where my girlfriend works.
Are you serious?
I'm 100% serious.
I remember when that that chick went to go, like, he got doxxed. They went to his house, and he punched that chick out or whatever.
That's Berwyn, Illinois, right outside of Chicago. Charlie Kirk, he's from Mount Prospect, outside of Arlington Heights.
Do we like Charlie Kirk?
No.
Not a big fan.
Do you even like looking at him? Because I can't stand even looking at him.
I'm not gay.
Okay.
That's not what I heard.
Only with you.
But like, you've heard of like Lincoln Rockwell, Illinois. He's a Chicago man.
Do we like Lincoln Rockwell?
Do you like being half black?
Yeah.
Yeah? Then we don't like Lincoln Rockwell.
Okay. But we like Charlie Kirk, though, right? He likes to beat up little kids. Doesn't he do that?
He's one of those like, dude, that's been a thing since like 2015 is just always like getting like coaching for debating and then going straight to fucking kids in college and going like, oh, I'm going to dominate them. And people are just like, what a genius.
Why do we not do this?
Mega genius. Debating these kids that don't know the world yet.
Why do we not go beat up kids?
But here's the thing is they all think they do know the world. That's the difference.
Yeah, that is true. You know what I mean?
Like they come off very. Here's the thing: every time I see Charlie Kirk debate this guy, I'm just like, God, he's such a douche. But then they come off like so egotistical, and I just want to be like, shut the fuck up! You don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what you're talking about. You've been in a bubble your entire life.
Yeah, you don't know.
Chris is in his boomer era. He's in his boomer
Bro, I
era.
totally am. Anytime, like when I hear both of them talk, I like hate both of them. I'm like, Charlie's such a dumbass. And then I hear that college kid talking. I'm like, sit the fuck down. Go make $1 and come back and talk to me.
Go make $1.
That's the problem with these professional debaters, dude. They're always terrible. Like, it's not even the right wing. Like, Bill Maher, insufferable. Fucking Stephen Colbert is just not even funny anymore.
He's not. He needs to go away,
I can't
dude.
do him anymore. I can't deal with him.
Stand Colbert.
These late night talk show hosts are such ass, except Jon Stewart. I still like him. But like everyone else, they need to go away.
Jon Stewart is the only one that hasn't bent the knee. You know what I mean? Like he's been the same for years. Like he called out COVID in the beginning. There's that famous clip of him on Stephen Colbert when he's like, there's a place called the Wuhan virology. And Stephen Colbert's like, shut up. What are you talking about? We're not allowed to talk about that.
How can you write that book, I Am America and So Are You, and then turn to this, man?
But I mean, like, but think about it. Right? Because like what he said was so simplified and so easy or other understanding, but you're literally being lied to
Well,
through every other source.
the thing about
You know what I mean? Like
the thing about liberals that I absolutely can't stand is just how smug they
brainwashed.
are. It's not even
Oh.
it's just not even brainwashed. It's just so confident that they know everything and they're so smug about it. And
No matter what.
they've been like this forever. And
That MK Ultra.
the government does no wrong. You got to stop that. The government does nothing wrong.
It's that water. It's that fluoride in that water. That's why, man.
Well, we got RFK in office, so I don't know about that anymore.
Thank
my
God.
You guys got to watch White Lotus so you can watch White POTUS. There's a point in it about fluoride in the water. It's so funny. But you got to watch the show to get the joke.
I gotta watch the show first.
You gotta watch the show.
You gotta watch the show first.
He's like, he says, I mean, he's like, I know these crazy ideas. I got this syringe full of live measles virus. What am I doing? I got so many crazy ideas. And you just gotta watch.
You know what though? I used to tell. I remember when I was like it was like 13, 14, like I was either 22 or 23. I used to tell everybody
13, 14 to 21, 23. What?
Like
what?
13, 14 years ago. It was like 15 years ago. I used to tell everybody, stop drinking fluoride. And
you did. You were like, it was like you were paid by Tom's.
I was like, bro, stop drinking fluoride in the water. This was like before like the internet and stuff. Like, well, I mean, not before the internet, but before like YouTube. Like,
you don't understand. He was like a push away from chemtrails.
I
only drink fluorinated water. That's it.
Oh, we can tell.
Yeah.
Brainwashed.
Totally brainwashed.
The brain has been washed.
What happened? He drank his full glass of fluoride and was just like, I'm going to join the military.
Yeah. And then here's my question is, if that's what happened to me, what the fuck happened to you, dude?
Wait, hold on. I did the reversal. You know what I mean? Like,
I think I won.
Good thing I won.
I think fluoride makes you smarter, dude.
It supposedly reduces cavities.
Supposedly.
Hey, I mean, like, we got good teeth though.
I do not have good teeth. My teeth
Jordan
are terrible.
does not have good.
I have terrible teeth.
My teeth
no matter what I do, they end up shitty. It sucks.
You know what? You know what though? Like, if you read the back of the toothpaste, it says call poison control if swallowed.
Yes.
Yes.
So, I mean, like right there, that should be like a red flag.
I mean, I can't swallow my battery acid, but I still need batteries.
You still eat batteries?
Sometimes crayons. Mostly, I did want to be a Marine.
Fucking crayon eating.
Can't stand it. I just stick it up the nose.
Just snort a crayon up your nose.
Have you seen that video on Instagram where it's like this guy joined the right services, he was joining the Marines, and it's when you do your swearing in, they go like, I state my name or state your name, and he goes, I state your name after he repeats it. It's so fucking funny, dude. It's so funny. He botches the whole thing.
All right.
Oh, he was nervous.
I love my Marines. They're good, man. They
good people.
Bullets real well.
Yeah. I love them. All right.
Stay away from fluoride.
Stay away from fluoride. All right. That's all the time we have left. Thank you so much for listening to Back Society, and watch more for more content, by the way. This is Jason.
AI clip generated. This is AI clip S. Stay away from fluoride. S. Yeah. Let's get it.
And this is the Czar, baby.
The Czar.
Signing off.
Thanks for watching.